I think, oh, actually, this might be the best setup I've figured out for these impromptus. I don't know if you can see the description that I put on the screen, but I'm just doing some illustration practice, and I'm I'm working on kind of getting back to basics because I feel like I've been doing so much digital illustration over the last couple of years, and because I own a stationery brand, I a lot of the work that I've been doing has been like quick turnover in terms of um designing in this like really specific style um for the brand, and it's actually not my uh it's not my it it's not my regular illustration style, let's put it that way. Anyway, I want to work on something fresh. I want to work on a fresh new style. So I've just been spending some time doing some really like uh back to basic stuff, uh which actually is harder than you think when you've been drawing for a while and you're not a beginner. To do beginner work kind of it's kind of hard. So anyway, like I said, I've been working just on rough out stuff. Last night I did this. So let's keep our friend here as inspiration. And today I have a new photo that I'm going to, at some point I think I'll probably add some detail to this, but I'm just practicing my roughing out right now. And then I will, oh, and then I will get other stuff done. Let's see. I have a board that I have images on Pinterest that I know I wanted to draw. Oh, now where is the board? I can't find the board. For those of you that joined, I'm an illustrator. My name is Leanne. I'm an illustrator and printmaker, and I'm just doing some drawing practice today, and I decided to go live while I'm doing it. I've been working a lot digitally for the last several years. So you know, I'm trying to kind of slow myself down, get back to center. So I'm working on more using more traditional media, and I'm, you know, just pen and paper, pencil and paper for now. And I'm just doing similar to this. I did this a little bit earlier. I'm just doing some roughing out sketches, and I figured I would go live while I'm doing it. So feel free to watch, ask questions, anything, any questions that you have. I'm here if you want to join me. What I'm looking for right now is, I had already picked something that I wanted to, like a photo that I wanted to work on. Oh, here. I'm like, where is it? Then I of course couldn't find it. So here we go. Okay. So I think you can see the, let me maybe tilt this down a little bit more. and it might be easier to see the page like that. Yeah, I think that's better. So if you're watching and you have any questions, definitely let me know. Let's rough this out. This way. Yeah, like I'm literally doing a major rough out here. So super major. And when I say a rough out, I mean that I am literally just creating like the lines and the shapes of like the silhouettes for placement, and that kind of thing. I always do this. I've been getting so bad at I've been so bad at my angles lately. Hi Diana, thank you. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, this is the rough out I did earlier, so I'm just working on a new one. And I was saying that for the last couple of years I've been working so much digitally that I really felt like I was, I don't know, I don't want to say losing, but I felt disconnected somehow from like this way of working. So I decided that I'm going to dedicate some time every day to, I'm literally like going back to basics, which actually has been pretty good for me. So I'm doing just some basic rough out work now. It's like you're trying to get, oh, I see what I'm doing here. Trying to get the right angles. All right, let's start there. And then I can compare to let's do this. Sometimes you don't even realize how much time, I'm telling you, working digitally is just sometimes such a different experience. As folks are coming in, I mean, I'm trying to post. My name is Leanne. I'm an illustrator and a printmaker, and I actually try to post a good number of videos daily. A lot of shorts. I try to post at least one long video a week, but a lot of shorts, and a lot of my videos I'm showing the process, so feel free to subscribe. I am drawing, oh, let me, I was saying it earlier, I'm just doing some rough outs of just some random photos that I found on Pinterest. So I don't know if you can see this. I'm just doing a rough out of this one. I think this week I'm going to just work on some, just like some basic, like the shapes and the placement, and then maybe I'll go into some details later down in the week. So yeah, that's that is what I am drawing. Just this photo from Pinterest. And let me know if you have any additional questions. And let me know if this is content that you enjoy, because if you do, definitely I would say subscribing to me is a good idea, because I'm posting this kind of content on a fairly regular basis. Um, oh, thank you. Green elephant. Thank you, thank you. I'm the phone is like tilted at a weird angle, so I'm like having to look all the way down. Thank you. I appreciate you. And this is definitely, whether I'm slaying or not, that photo is she's definitely slaying, right? So I figure I would try this one. Let me see. One, two, and here we go. All right, I think I can start some shapes now. Yikes. Okay, here. I definitely already see that Thank you very much, Green Elephant. Definitely check it out. I have a bunch of process videos on there. I am I'm a printmaker, so I actually do a lot of liner cut. And I have a stationery business, so I do a lot of letterpress printing. So I have a lot of videos of me printing on my press. Well, I have a few presses, but usually I'm showing only one. So I think you should find that the videos are pretty cool. They're interesting to watch, at least. Um, and mostly when I go live, it's to do something like this. This is exactly why I have to keep doing this. This is exactly why I have to do this, because I feel like I've lost my touch a little bit here. So some of what I'm doing here is about getting that back. Again, I'm just here. I'm just roughing out the shapes so I can make sure everything, the placement of stuff is good. Right below. And angles are good. And then I'll start to do a little bit more detail on the image, on the drawing. I probably will take it to about this level of detail, like of this one I did earlier, for now, and stack these up. And then at some point in the future, I will venture into shading and adding like form, because right now this has a little bit of form to it, but I need to add a lot more form and shading so that it looks like a more finished illustration. Okay, that's the top of here, up. The trees. From the top. It's like a third. working out the hedges here. Trying to split up the image into its parts here. Now from here, it's really close. It always looks like, what are you doing? What is even that you're doing when you're doing this part of a drawing? It's so, well, I think there's a point where when you're not literally practicing your basics, you're not doing it at this most basic form, like shapes level. Now, it is very clear to me that I need to adjust placement. Okay, the top of this goes to about half, but the angle here is a little bit too steep, I think. So much erasing. Halfway in. Actually, let me do that. I'm not going to be able to get all of this because but let me rough out her hair. Her hair starts here. Going one, two, 3.5. It's about where her hair is. Again. She hit halfway, she comes over a little bit more this way. Don't mind me, I'm just talking to myself about placement of the rough out. And then her here and goes in a little bit. And then her shoulders. See. rest of these steps in because those are really my my stairs ruffled is definitely lacking here. I am going to, I'm still here. I actually think I'm going to plug in my mic because I'm going to plug in my mic. If you're there, can you let me know if you can hear me? Can you still hear me? I plugged in the mic because I have some background noise. Anyone? Just give me a thumbs up just to let me know that you can still hear me. Can you still hear me? Oh, this was such a bad rough out. I think I'm going to start over because I know what I should have done first and I didn't. And I don't feel like erasing all of this. So we start from the top. This is why I'm not using, well, part of it is I'm really just doing some basic practice. And I should have, that's why I'm only using like printer paper because that would have been too much to erase, and I don't really feel like that would have been worth it. So we're just doing this again. And what I'm going to do instead is rough out the top also. Okay. So this is the bottom of my photo. And let's see. So let's use the pencil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Man, that felt good to get that measurement. So it sounds ridiculous, but it feels good to get it so precise. And then this is about half. Even, yeah, it's a little less than half. So this puts us at half. So I'm going to make it a little less than half. And are we looking at the same angle? Yeah. It's not the same angle, so it's a bit of a wide angle here. Let's see. It's about 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that feels good. Oh, thank you. I mean, I'm starting over this one. This is just this rough out I did a little bit earlier, so I'm starting a new one now. This part of it takes me so much time because I'm really trying to get like all the angles correct and stuff. I appreciate you. Thank you. Just trying to make sure that I'm not overdoing things. Alright, so then this is a little tiny bit space-wise bigger. It's about 1.5. Maybe a little bit smaller. So, okay, that step, and then we go like this, ideally. Hello. Hello, Hamza. I apologize if I'm not seeing the as many of the hellos and the messages. I'm a little delayed because I'm not look. I can. I should have mirrored my thing to the screen so I could see it. I refuse. I was. To. I had to. Well, I not. I guess I didn't have to, but I did start over a little bit earlier. And yeah, this is. I should have started here. Oh, this is exactly why I am doing this kind of like getting back to basics because I feel like I have lost one. It's a little more than halfway down the middle. I feel like I have lost my mojo a little bit. Does that make sense with my drawing? So what I'm trying to do on a daily basis now is I'm trying to, yeah, that is straight across and it's a third of the way down the page. I am trying to like go back to basics and now I'm doing it again. I'm trying to go back to basics to to get myself kind of like back on track with my drawing work. So I've been just practicing some regular like roughing out, um, and it's interesting to see that I my eye my eye needs some practice. I didn't realize that things were this bad in terms of like where I was and how much I like even just like my observation skills. I feel like I mean as I am practicing, I only started practicing again the last couple days, so I already see the progress, but it's like it's it's a hard thing to face that I lost, that I feel like I lost that skill a little bit, but all it takes is some work to get it back. So I'm working on that. I know it feels like I'm trying to be like perfection, and I'm trying to practice again my drawing skills and my observation skills mostly because I have been drawing. I just have been drawing digitally a lot, and actually the I have a stationery business, and the design style that I use for the greeting cards is not a very realistic style. So I've lost some of that observational piece. Anyway, this is good because now I'm here 1/3 of the way down and it's straight across. And now I can get my stuff done properly. So now is this line also straight across? Huh. It is kind of. It tilts up a little bit. There we go. Right. Now I feel like I am back in business and making sense of things. Sorry, I know I keep getting up. I'm trying to pay attention to something over there that's going. It should be done soon though. Alright. Okay, now we're in business. Now I don't have to do any more starting over because anything after this I can erase. There's something making a strange sound outside my home. Okay, now I feel like I'm in control of what's happening here. Now we're tilting up. We are at the halfway mark here. It's a little bit higher than halfway. So I think we're in this. This is a little bit smaller. same size. Still going up a little bit too much, but one. Okay, our halfway mark here. Now another line, and another line, and another line, and another line. The line, I need two more smaller lines, super smaller lines. I think I need to make these a little bit tighter. Oh, I showed the image earlier. I'm just roughing out this. So similar to the rough out I did here, I'm just doing like this, that rough sketch of it. But I'm trying to really work on like my observational skills. So getting the angles correct, getting, you know, the proximity of one thing to the next correct. That's why I'm being so, I don't know, so specific or particular about it, because I'm trying to re-establish that observational skill, you know. That's why I'm being so weird even about it. So you can see she has a lot of steps behind her, so I'm trying to get them correct. Because everything else that I sketch out for her, that I rough out for her, is going to be in relation to the steps. So I need to get the steps as close to quote unquote correct as possible. So we have our middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, it's not perfect, but it is close enough that I feel good. It's not, yeah, okay. Now I can actually start roughing some stuff out here. Okay, now there is a hedge that splits the edge of the hedge. It's right from the top. The edge of the hedge. It's right before the halfway mark of the. So our halfway split here, and the edge of the hedge is like sensitive stuff going on. So, but the one I did earlier was definitely quote unquote easier. Okay. And now her foot angle is here, with her shoe hits about here, and then her leg goes kind of goes all the way up here. This is this angle comes in here, and then her arm, this angle, the shoulder is 1, 2, it hit right on the second line. So it's all the way up here. But this angle is a lot deeper. Probably even deeper than this, but let's work with that for now. So okay. Alright. I am feeling a little bit better about this. Because then our path leg comes here. Yeah. And then her other shoulder is pretty straight across. Maybe tilt it down a little bit. shoulder might be a little bit more over because it hits a little bit further. It's a little bit past the center. And then I think this is actually more angled here. Feels better. And then from her shoulder, right here. The greenery along the hedge. It's right in the middle. Her hair is right in the middle. And then down of this. And then down. Okay, now up from her shoulder, go down that far. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, her elbow. It's here. Should be what's it in here? And then where this meets is 1, 2 meets here. So like that. Yeah. Now here, is this the right meeting spot? Straight 1. Here. shapes, Leanne. Not a perfect hand you have to draw. Remember that. Just take it easy. You're just roughing out shapes. Now here, right in the middle of where our pants are. One, two. That is not right. Alright, let's see. This comes out a little bit too much. Maybe this angle needs to be turned over. Let's see. Let's have here. And then the cut of the blouse is happening right here. But this is happening at an angle here as well. God, hands kill me. Hands are the worst. But I mean, I'm just doing a rough out of the hands. But I just already know I'm not going to be excited about the details here. But I think placement wise, I feel good. I might have to tweak a little angle stuff, but basically I feel pretty decent about all the little work to do on refining some stuff here, but I definitely think, wait, I spoke too soon. She has quite a bit of a heel here. I'm doing way too much detail here, but I want to get, I mean, I guess it's not really detail. It's still shape. Okay. is in a decent place. And now let me just rough out this hedge. So all in here is hedge. It's right here. And then up from our here is this doorway. Definitely in the wrong place. What the hell? What the hell? Some work needs to be done in here. I am definitely gonna get off now because I have a meeting at 4 that I need to prepare for, but this was probably, it felt like too much of a challenge for, here we go, that's what the issue is here. I'm like, this doesn't feel right. This angle is not good. Alright, I am going to stop here. I'll work on this more later. I don't know if I'll be on live working on it, but I will work on it later. Let me erase this because I have some work to do here. But as rough outs go for something that I probably shouldn't have attempted this quickly. There's a lot of perspective things going on here, and my brain wasn't in a good spot. So I will do a little bit of a cleaner. Go back in now and do a little bit of a cleaner over sketch and then see from there. Thank you all who stayed, and this was just me. I got on impromptu to do some sketching because I'm trying to. I hope you followed.